I don't know why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis.
Vloga, vision over. You were being one less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie.
Hi my ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's Owamie aka Miss Fair for coming back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe. Obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at Bolo. I mean, my ninjas, before we get into this, let's go ahead and check this shout out.
Sanibonani, igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe. Ngine YouTube channel entsha la sifunda khona incwadi ezibhalwe ngolimi lwethu. Siyabe sesiyeza ke siyayixoxa le story esuke siyifundile encwadini, sixoxela abantu phela abangenaso isikhathi sokuthi bayifunde futhi nalabo abanqenayo ukufunda. Siyabe futhi sesenza ama videos la sisuke sesidiscussa khona wonke ama issues asuke evukile ngenkathi sifunda lezi story. Wozani ngale ku channel yami ave kumnandi niyasala.
Ninjas too, please do make sure that you go and obviously check the link and subscribe to a Ninjas channel. And so yes, boo boo, today we are going to go ahead and talk about, or basically like continue the story time from yesterday. Yesterday I posted a story time and it was almost an hour long. I'm gonna go ahead and clarify some stuff, and yes child, I did get some of my money money back. So I'm gonna go ahead to you guys and explain like basically what happened, and perhaps maybe that can be one of the stuff that you can also do if someone, like, you feel like someone tried to scam you and stuff like that. So basically my ninjas, after the video got uploaded, the police officers that came with Mr. Mugai, at first, when he basically wanted them to arrest me, since I posted on WhatsApp, which I had made the settings to private and that only he could view the story, and so he obviously took the bait, and then he went to the police, and then he came with the police. And when they came here, they obviously thought, you guys remember what I was saying. So if you did not I'd say if you did not watch the story time to understand, I think that you can just go and watch the story time. I'm sure I'll put a link somewhere, okay? So basically my ninjas, after that, one of the police officers that had been communicating with him, remember I was supposed to get my 2000 on the 4th of August, and that was something that was written down. And then after that, you guys, the 4th came and went. Obviously you all know, like, now it's what, yesterday was the 24th, the 25th, yeah, yesterday was the 25th of August already. So I was supposed to get my money like 21 days ago, basically, right? Okay, Shapo here, you know. So the police officer had been communicating with him, and then there came a point where when he called him, he was no longer answering. So the police officer called me, was like, listen, when I now call this guy, is no longer answering, so I think that the best way is for you to just go to Randburg Magistrate Court and let's save him with obviously, like, you know, with small claims court. I was like, okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, obviously that was the time that I was traveling back to and from Lesotho, right? And then, okay, that's fine. So yesterday, from my surprise, I get a call from the police officer, and he's like, hi, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. And so mind you guys, the day that I actually went, because I already went to Randburg Court. I went to Randburg on Monday. And so I did get the papers, and the only thing that was left was actually to just go and serve him. But when I went to the police station, it did seem like they didn't have, I don't know, it was vans or something, but it was gonna take too long. And so, you know, this other police officer was like, you know what, I'll be able to help you, just give me time, right? I was like, okay, that's fine. So basically, people, yesterday I get a call from from the police officer that had come here with Mugai. And he's asking like, how far are you? Because when I went to Randburg Court, I did call him and I was asking him, what is it do they need over there, you know? And so he was asking, how far are you, like with the with obviously like the letter from the High Court. I was like, well, I have the letter, he's gonna be served tonight, which was yesterday. And so, you know, the police officer was like, well, you know, I'm asking because Mugai called me and he said he has your money and he wants to pay, but he doesn't want to give you the money. He wants to give me the money and then I'll give it to you. So I was like, you know what, if the police officer is basically saying that he's going to help in that way, that is not a problem. Obviously, okay, Shapo. But then I obviously said that the guy said that he has got your 2K and then obviously he's gonna give me and I'll give it to you. So are you gonna be home? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be home, it's not a problem, sharp. So I'd say that probably after the police officer called me, maybe after maybe an hour or so, my phone is ringing when I see it's Mugai. Number one, I blocked him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want any communication with him. I don't want anything to do with him. I just want my money and that's it. So I don't obviously pick up. He calls me on WhatsApp with another number because his number is blocked. His main number is blocked. I dropped that and I blocked that number as well. And then after that, you guys, you know, I called the police officer. I'm like, listen, can you please tell this guy I don't want any communication with him. He's giving you my money today. I'm receiving my money and this is over. So the police officer's like, yeah, you know, he called me. He was like, you see now, I was coming to pay the money, but I just now saw the video. She posted me on YouTube. Mind you guys, like, number one, do you really think, like, this is the thing, you guys, that irks me so much. It's the fact that people think that, like, we are so dumb. So since the 4th, this guy was not saying anything about my money. I posted the video yesterday morning, and the same yesterday is the one that he calls the officer to say, I want to pay the money. But then now it's like there's a new inconvenience that came, which is she posted me on YouTube. And so how am I supposed to pay the money when she posted me on YouTube and stuff like that? So the police officer told me that I just basically told him to say that, you know, you are supposed to just, I'm gonna just come, you give me the money, I give her, because obviously this whole thing started with us when we were there. So then after that, if maybe there's a case you want to open against her for posting you on YouTube or whatever, you can then go ahead and open a case. So sharp, guys, I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for the police officer to call. But the police officer calls me and the police officer is like, well, girl, guy saying that he only has 1,000 rand and he will give you the other 1,000 on Monday. Honestly, it had my blood boiling. And he's like, the guy is on loudspeaker so he can hear you. So I basically started shouting, I won't lie. Like, I spoke in a way that was just not nice. Like, you know, I don't want half of his money, I want all my money. He said that he's going to pay all my money. Like, I honestly, I was just happy that I'm about to finally be done with this guy. And so when the police officer obviously had that, I think that also did upset him a little. And so he was like, you know what, I was just trying to help you. So if you just want to save him and you guys will meet in court, then that should be the case. And then I basically said to him, you know what, I am really sorry, because I had, like, the way that I was speaking was not nice. I was like, I'm sorry, the message was not directed to you, the message was directed to him. But okay, that is fine. I do understand if you want us, because he had said that all I'm trying to do is help you get your money. If he's saying that on Monday he's gonna give you the other 1,000, that's what I was suggesting. But since you are speaking the way you're speaking now, then it's fine, you guys just go to small claims. I was like, okay, that's fine. So him, the guy, and the police officer comes to my complex, but outside the gate, because the police officer asked me to do that. And then obviously he basically signs the letter from the small claims court, which is from the High Court in Randburg. And then after that, I had to follow the police officer to the police station so that you know, the paper can basically get a stamp, right? So after it was signed, it got a stamp and everything was fine. There were 2 people that I was actually serving, you guys. Y'all remember that couple, the old man that came to the police station, that I basically felt for him and I was like, let him not look like a loser in front of his wife. Remember him? Owamie doesn't want to pay my money anymore, so I've taken him to small claims court as well. So he was supposed to be served at his residence, because the time that we actually did the affidavit, he did put his residence obviously, so we went to his residence. So when I was sitting obviously at the police station, that was a bit late. We were supposed to go obviously with the police officers to go and serve them. To my surprise, I see Mugai entering the police station. Mind you, when he came here, you guys signing like the paper, he was on his phone. Almost the same thing that happened when he came here. When the police officer started basically fighting him, he took his phone out and he was busy talking. Honestly, at this moment, I think that Mugai is just talking to nobody over there. I don't know, but his lawyer is definitely on standby and listening to everything and advising him. And so yesterday, when he was busy about to sign, he's on his phone with his lawyer again, right? And he's telling his lawyer, yeah, she posted me on YouTube. Yeah, the name of my car and everything is there on YouTube right now. Yeah, please make sure you save this video before this video is deleted. Did you see how many people have watched already? This is a very serious case. In my mind, I'm just like, that video is going nowhere. That video is not going down. So whether they sign or not, obviously, even if they go to court, the magistrate is going to see the link. Number one, I have been doing this for 4 years, so I know how to do my job. I'm one of the best bloggers in South Africa when it comes to YouTubing. So don't look at me and just think that I'm someone that has no idea on what I'm doing. Number one, I spoke of my experience and what I went through. Number two, your name is not on YouTube. Your face is not on YouTube. The name of your car was there. It's an Audi Q5 because it's relevant to the Story 2020 model. But I didn't even describe the color of your car. I know what I'm doing. I'm not dumb. So, you know, okay, that's fine. You know, I'm just like, I don't care anyway. We sign after that. I go and obviously follow the police. When I'm at the police station, I'm surprised how Mugai is entering the police station. Mind you guys, now I'm at the police station now because I'm waiting for them to actually accompany me to go and serve the couple, right? So sharp, you know, when he goes there, the police officer that I was sitting with, he was asking like, what's happening with that other case? I'm like, no, he basically signed. They did give a stamp, and then I'm talking, and then I'm like, hi, Bo, this is the guy. It's like, this is the guy. It's like, yes. So the police officer that was actually there was like, well, go talk to that guy. He's the one that deals with arrests and stuff like that. So he comes, and then it's me sitting this side, and there's a police officer here, and then he's sitting this side. Guys, I have never heard such lies coming from a grown human being. Like, if you are above the age of 21, I personally just feel like you should be trained better to know, like, not to lie, especially lying in front of, like, how do you lie on me and I'm right there? Like, have some respect. At least wait before I'm not there, after I'm not there, or like gossip about me when I'm not there and then lie on me. So basically, this guy, you guys, is now coming. His story has now changed. Basically, I gave him the money, and you know, it was not even a matter of I was borrowing him the 2K. But obviously with that one, he couldn't dispute anymore because he had already signed. Not only just signed with the small claims paper. Remember when they came to my house the first time, there was a book where the police officer that was also there, but not in that conversation, had also like basically witnessed and obviously like wrote to say that the guy is saying that he'll pay the 2,000 on the 4th of August, right? So this guy is basically saying to the police officer that I'm sitting next to that I'm waiting for them to help me go serve, that, you know, the problem is that now I'm his ex-girlfriend. Child, when I count, I did not physically see this man, including all this police up and down, for, I don't think I've even seen him my whole life. I don't think I've even seen him 8 times in my whole life. 8. I don't want to lie. Like, I don't think that I've even seen him 8 times in my whole life. How am I your ex-girlfriend? And then he basically starts saying that, you know, I have been begging him for sex. So, you know, he's been too busy and then he couldn't. So, I basically now, because of that, I now just want the money back. But it was like a gift or something like that. Guys, at first, I felt my blood boiling. And at first, like, honestly, I just wanted to defend myself. But then I looked at him and I was like, child, you don't even have 2,000 rands. You can only afford 1,000 rands right now. and I'm supposed to be sitting here and arguing with you like a fool? No. I just told the police officer, listen, the only thing that I want right now is, guys, please go help me save this couple so that I can come back and then I can go home. At that time, guys already saying, yeah, my lawyer is on his way. I'm on her way. My lawyer is on her way. She's coming here. I'm like, let his lawyer come. I don't have a problem with that. But one thing I know for a fact is that I didn't break any law. So the police officer asked him, you know, he said a lot of lies, a lot of nonsense basically. And then after that, the police officer asked him, okay, so what charge exactly are you opening? He's like, yeah, you know, I've been my brother's wife, even from Congo, is calling me. She said all Congo men are scammers. All Congo men are now out there opening cases against her. Number one, I never said Congo men are scammers. I said a Congolese man tried to scam me, which I did not like because he's Congolese. And I saw that there were some people that had a problem with my title, like, don't put the nationality for the why, for the who, for the why, because he's a Congolese guy. The same way that the time I was talking about my ex-husband, I spoke of how I escaped from my, did I say abusive or cheated Zulu ex-husband? I even said that. So even if I'm going to talk about a vendor man, I can specify and say vendor man, or I can say Nigerian man, or I can say Zimbabwean man. That, you guys, is not being xenophobic. It's not even trying to entice violence. It's basically pointing a spade a spade. Like, if that's your nationality, like, what do you expect for me to do? To lie and be like, oh, a man tried to scam? No, he's Congolese, and so I'm going to say that because I can't put his name, I can't put his picture. So basically, you guys, like, the police officers come and then they're like, okay, you know what, let's go. So I'm driving behind the police. Actually, before I left the police station, I actually did record on my phone. At that time, you guys, my blood was still boiling. I'm gonna go and just put a footage right here.
Yo, guys, people have the nerve. I'm telling you, people have the nerve. Guys, be very careful. This is me at the police station right now. It's actually, I'll go ahead and show you guys. You can see right over there, 6:30. I'll give you guys the full story, but I'm here in Dila. Umuntu wants me to delete my video. I will never do that. I will raise awareness, and if we have to go to court, we'll do it. For what? For what? You guys, yeah, I'm so heated. This guy came in and lying, guys. Lying. Ati, hey, he's calling his lawyer. He thinks the lawyer still scare anyone in 2021.
So you guys can see that was when we was driving out. And then when we were just driving out, the police officer that was sitting with the three of us, right? When he comes, he's like, okay, so basically here's 200 rands. I'm now like just surprised, like, what's going on? It's like, no, he's giving you 200 rands right now because that's what he has in his car. The other 800 is going to like e-wallet or send it to the police officer, and the police officer is going to withdraw the money and then he's going to give it to me, right? Which obviously then comes to the 1,000 rands that I'm actually holding right here. And then he basically said that on Monday he's going to pay the other 1,000. So basically how small claims court works is that he's given 14 days to pay me all my money. He can pay 100 rand until the 14th, that is fine, or like however much, but as long as the 14 working days, by the time it arrives, I have all my money, then he's fine. If by the time the 14 days arrive and I don't have my money, then I can be able to go back to the high court, and obviously that's when they're going to start processing everything with the magistrate. Now, obviously, you guys, at this moment, I'm just like, okay, like, I'm happy that I did get my 1,000, and the way that it is, the police officer that he's now dealing with, I have faith that within the 14 days, I will definitely get the other 1,000. But I won't lie to you guys, like, something really came to me and I was like, wow. I'm a South African, you guys, and I've been in South Africa for 31 years, okay? I was born here, I'm born and bred here. Like, not even in my wildest dreams have I ever thought that I would be comfortable to go to a police station and lie. Number one, remember he lied the first time when he claimed that, you know, he's been getting calls from people and screenshots of me posting him all over social media when it was a WhatsApp status that I had said to say it's only him. So there was full proof over there. Number two, now he went to the police station saying that people are calling him, even his family, they're calling him to say it's not good. Hey, you are the one that drives a Q5. When I tell you, I told this man that there's probably 1 million Congolese guys here in Midrand alone that drive the Q5. I honestly, like, I was just so pissed at that moment, because I'm just like, why are you lying? Because from my video, there's nothing, not even a single thing that describes this guy. So if you don't know him, like, you don't know him. So he's going to the police station and lying and claiming that, because when he said that, now I've been basically begging him for sex and whatever, the police officer asked, because I was like, wait a minute, that's a lie though. Imagine me like begging. So the police officer was like, do you have proof of this? He's like, yeah, but you know, my other phone is stolen. You know, there's always a story and a story and a story. And obviously the police officer did see through him, and obviously, like, child, honestly, I just want to say that if you ever have any hopes of getting your money back, put your foot down. Number one. Number two, don't be intimidated, okay? Don't be intimidated. He basically gave some guy my numbers, who we have now found the name and his surname. I have forwarded the audio that this guy sent me to the police, because he was out there basically like swearing at me and kind of like making some threats, and when he's speaking, you can hear that, you know, like, even his name is a Congolese name. So basically it means that he has to have given him, because this is my private numbers, the numbers that you guys on YouTube don't even have. And so, you know, this guy's talking about how ugly I am, and that's why today I was like, you know what, let's come out here on YouTube with no makeup. No makeup. This is me on my without makeup. This is me. I'm gorgeous. I'm gorgeous. Like, I don't care what anybody has to say. I am gorgeous. And I think that this whole narrative of people think that divorcees are just desperate. Let me tell you something, you guys. Divorcees are not desperate. People may think that we are, but we honestly are not desperate. Or I should say, I'll speak for myself. I'm not desperate. Let me tell you what basically happens and why I fell prey so easily to this guy. The reason is that I've been married for 9 years. When you are a wife, you guys, there's certain traits that you learn that are very difficult to unlearn. So when you are with your husband, if my husband came to me and he's like, baby, I'm going through something, can you please borrow me 2,000 right now, and at this and this, you're basically like an open book. You're very giving. You understand why, because of you're a wife to your husband. And you know, you guys know it's not a secret, I'm someone that's very open and I'm very shameless. Like, just so people know, I am not a shameful person whatsoever. I'm someone that will come and praise a man today and then come and talk about his horrible traits tomorrow. Like, I don't give a damn. So basically, you guys, like, when it comes to that, is that I have now had to learn, and I'm really grateful that I had to learn via this guy, and it was not a lot of money, and it does seem like I'm gonna get all my money back because the 1,000 is already here. Is that I'm not a married woman anymore. I'm not a wife anymore. So if a guy comes and is like, hey, can you please borrow me money? I can just go ahead and say, no, I don't have, and I'm done. Or I can just go ahead and say, no, I don't borrow my money, which obviously is something that I'm going to make clear from the beginning of any person that basically wants to come into my life, so that they just know very fast that you're not getting a cent. I kid you not, you guys, I don't care if your whole family is dying in the hospital, or you know, you are about to get deported, or you know, you are your mother in KZN or in Eastern Cape or wherever, in South Africa, wherever is dying. Like, you are not getting a single cent from me. Winzotsa hamba your hustler and make money. My new name is I don't have Shibubu, because I've been meeting a lot of I don't haves in the comment section of that video that I basically made. Now, one thing that I feel like is very important that as women we need to do, these guys, you guys, they work as syndicates, okay? These guys, they sit down and they plan, they strategize, they give each other strategies that worked. So if this guy duped a woman in this way, then he's going to share with his friends, and then they're going to try it out, and someone might actually get a better skill to better that. They sit down, they discuss it, they talk about it, and they do it. So basically, you know, they are a unit, they are one, right? And please get me right, I'm not saying that it's only Congolese. Yes, there are Congolese guys that are scamming. If you go to the comment section of my video, you'll find a lot of women that are talking about Congolese men. But there are also women that spoke of Zimbabwean men. There are also women that spoke of South African men, Nigerian men. It's everywhere. I even saw some of my ninjas that are from America that are like, girl, it's everywhere. Even here where we are, like, things are happening. Others go to an extent of even marrying you and having kids with you or a child whilst they know that they're busy scamming you, which is like mind-blowing, mind-boggling. Like, so the reason why these people are winning, you guys, is because we as women, I don't know why as women we have this thing of I want to be better than someone, even when I'm not. So I may not be better than you. Like, I may do the same crap you do, but somehow I want people to look at me like I'm better than that. Like, if I've been scammed, I won't want to talk about it because of I don't want other people to look at me and think that I'm dumb. Guys, they are busy communicating and giving each other traits on how to scam women. We are sitting here being scammed and doing nothing and keeping quiet and feeling shameful and saying I'll just move on with my life, which now makes the next woman vulnerable. Do you think that if this thing was such a public knowledge, I would have not heard about the minerals and immediately just ran from the first date? Because that was the first conversation from the date that we went. And guys, I've not been having friends that are like that. My best friend has been married for over 15 years. So she's not been in the dating game. Who was there to warn me? No one. My cousin who I know, she only told me after I told her that, listen, so I met this guy, he's Congolese, and she's like, hey, you need to be careful. Because I know, you know, like a Congolese guy that this and this happened with me. And so if I had not even told her about it, she wouldn't have said, and I'm not even saying that there's a problem with that or whatever. Sometimes just conversations that never come. But if you've been scammed, there's absolutely no shame in that. You didn't know. And someone preyed on your vulnerability, and sometimes not even being vulnerable. Sometimes just that they play and they prey on your good heart. You have a good heart, you have a giving heart, and so you believe people, which, trust me, that's a mistake that we should not do. This world is not the same as before anymore. It's not. So if we as women want to stand together, we basically need to talk about how they dupe us, how they scam us, and then now, as much as they get strong points, because my DMs, you guys, yesterday were full of women that were talking of how they've been scammed by one man or another. Malawian guys, this, like, I was shocked. There's a woman that was saying that she was scammed 2 million in Malawian currency, and I'm like, another one that saying was duped 2 million. I saw another one that was saying that there was a lady that was that took her pension. She was now, like, you know, retiring. She took all her pension and she gave Mugai. Mugai was an African brother, and Mugai disappeared, and they're saying that she killed herself this year. And like, is she not old enough? Yes, you'll find that she got duped by someone even younger than her. Unfortunately, like, when you have a good heart and sometimes you just don't see those stuff and you're not knowledged, okay, no one is going to enter into a scam ship, because I don't call it a relationship, it's a scam ship, knowing damn well that you're going to the same trades that Owamie was scammed using. You're going to the same trades that this person was scammed using. And to my shock, you guys, even on my WhatsApp, my personal WhatsApp, ladies that I know, they were sending me WhatsApp messages like, oh my gosh, I connect with the story because of I've also been scammed, you know. And then there's this other one, hey Ninja, who got scammed 2000. So at least now I got my 2K back now. And you know, most of the time women just let it go. And again, another thing you should also be very careful of, if you're a married woman, you are also like the best target, because they know that they'll get the money from you. When you now try to go after them, What are you going to say to your husband if you were just cheating on your husband? Like, are you going to go to your husband and be like, baby, so basically I took a loan of 200,000 or of 300,000 and I gave this guy and he duped me, so let's go to the police to report? No, they know that you're going to want to preserve your marriage, and because they know that your marriage, they now change and they start using that against you. Like, you know, stop bothering me, don't you have a husband, or do you want your husband to find out about this or this and this? And people are going through a lot, you guys. It leads many women to depression. Another thing again that I saw is that it does seem like they use women's cars to basically go and scam more women. So if you are a woman that drives a really nice car, avoid giving it to your boyfriend. You know, if he's Johnny Walker, let Muniga walk. Let Muniga walk, okay? Mu guy, mu nigga, let Muniga walk. Like, legit, let him. Like, honestly, men don't deserve our help. That's all I'm going to say. They don't deserve our help. Most of them don't deserve our loyalty. I feel like a man that loves you will go to the ends of this world to make something of something, to make sure that he doesn't come to you for money. And that's a lesson that I've definitely learned, and that's a lesson that I'm definitely going to keep. So if you are a guy that can't afford to give me gifts, okay, but now you're a guy that can't even afford yourself, shbubu, no. Even the not gifting part, I don't think that I will, because this is how I look and I don't even have makeup. Gorgeous as hell. So what I'm basically going to do is that, ninjas, I'm going to basically schedule. The unfortunate part is that my internet, you guys, I use Accelerant. They are the worst in the universe, in my opinion. Basically, I might relocate. I might relocate. Honestly, that's because I'm tired of the internet. You guys know that I've been complaining about the internet for the longest. I want to do a live. It will be scheduled. I'll tell everyone to say at this time we're gonna go live. We're gonna be talking about how we've been scammed. So I'll be reading people's you know, messages out on how they were scammed. You know, if you're comfortable sharing, which I feel like you should be, you can be saving a sister out there, then we basically do it. Let's start taking our power back, because most of the people out there, you guys, they've been scammed. And this is the thing, you guys, it's not like there's no way of scamming. You know, another ninja was basically saying that she got scammed by how this guy said, I'm sending you gifts. So when she went to the airport or something, like, they called her to say that, you know, your stuff have arrived. They were like, well, you know, we need money. So she sent like 3.5, and then after that they wanted an extra 5,000, so she didn't have. The guy started getting upset. No, let me just talk to them and negotiate. Baby, you can only send 2,000 now. I spoke to them, blah blah blah. She was like, I don't have the money. When she tried to get her money back, obviously she didn't. And clearly it's a guy that is in South Africa, because Mugai even has a Capitec account. Like, sisenkingeni, guys, sisenkingeni. Instead of men going out there and hustle, they now hustle women. And we work hard, you guys. Now, even if it was 500, small claims, even if it was gonna just be my petrol, it is fine, as long as I know he didn't get any money from me. And then I also saw some of you guys that were concerned about like safety. Don't worry, guys. Honestly, like, I'm good, okay? I'm really honestly good. The complex manager has been alerted. The security in the complex have been alerted. Everything. And other than that, let me be honest with you guys. Like, I'm not a liguala. And I don't know. I've never seen that, but I saw because of you guys. Most of you guys were scared for me, like, Owamie. And I'm just sitting out here like, what? I'm going out there meeting the guy. I'm going to the police station. Oh, before I actually even forget, when they gave me the 200, Mugai was saying that I'll give her the rest of the money, but she needs to delete the video from YouTube. So I told the police officer, if that is the case, then we are gonna meet go run back court, because the video is not going down. I'm not deleting my video for what? Because there's nobody's name. I spoke of my experience, and I see the video is doing more help, because it's basically starting to raise awareness. And so yeah, I want us to basically like, you know, go live and talk of ways that, you know, we've been scammed or people have tried to scam us. And when it came to that whole like, you know, airport story, when she was talking, I kind of knew where she was going because I know someone that was duped the same way. So when you know, you already know how to, like, you know, with this trace to be like, no, I'm not doing that. So again, another thing, yes, the same thing that I suspected, they do target women that are driving nice cars. And which is why I put up a picture of the car that I was driving so that you guys can understand. I don't think that if I was just driving my Kia, guy would have stopped me. I don't think so. But anyway, my ninjas, yeah, I am happy that I at least got part of my money back. I got half of it right now. On Monday, I'm sure I'll get the other 1,000. But this conversation is gonna go on. It has nothing to do with him. It just has everything to do with, as women, let's start helping each other so that we don't get scammed, and let's start spreading the word. Share these videos so that people will be able to understand. When you know we're gonna be going live, like, you know, tag your sisters, especially tag successful women, because it's the successful women they're after. You think that if you're just walking when they're gonna just stop and try to scam you? No, because they know that you, high chances are you don't have anything to scam. And I think that there was also things that I basically learned in the comments where they were saying that, you know, you don't have to like say too much. Like, even when you're driving a car, like, you know, the next guy that comes, I'm gonna just be like, no, you know, I mean, I just do videos on the internet. My father is the one that pays for my car. That car is not even mine, it belongs to my dad. And, you know, I don't have like, you know, stuff here, you know, they belong to my sister. Like, basically, girl, just play like Luana, you are financially distressed, and then you basically flunk out all these people that don't have good intentions. And also, not to have strangers know where you stay. Lesson learned. Trust me, lesson learned. Ulebu has screamed at me and screamed and screamed, so I've learned that lesson, boo-boo. But basically, you guys, I feel like don't beat yourself up too bad because you did not know. I was also not beating myself up. I was just like, okay, that's fine, you know. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to court so that his names are there, so that I help the next sister. But it doesn't seem like we'll end up going to court because he is paying. So once he pays, I can now take him to small claims. But one thing I can tell you is that no insults I will ever receive money from my pocket. That one will never ever happen, Chibubu. That one will never ever happen. So yeah, and yes, they do try to threaten you. So I guess that he tried to threaten and he saw that it was not working, and then he now sent a total stranger to send me a voice note on WhatsApp, which anyway, my people, basically that is it. And yeah, I love you, ninjas. Do not forget to thumbs up this video and obviously share, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.
Hey, Owamie here, and I have some great news. If you have a YouTube channel or a business and you would like to get some affordable advertisement, I offer those services. Follow the instructions on your screen right now and say hello to some new traffic. Now let's get back to the video.